Hi there. Today we are going to solve questions on factor theorem. Let's start. Let's start with the first question. Given that f of x is equal to 2x cubed minus x squared plus 2x minus 16. Use the factor theorem to show that x minus 2 is a factor of f of x. Whenever we have been informed that something is a factor, it means that when you substitute that number in the equation, you will get 0. Whenever they say it is divisible, then too you will get 0. The first thing, write the factor on the side, x minus 2 is equal to 0, and make x the subject. The negative 2 when you bring here, you will have 2. So this is the number which we are going to replace in the equation. Then write f of 2 is equal to, wherever there is x, here and here, substitute it with 2. Always put bracket, because if you don't put a bracket, you might make mistake. After you substitute, because they have already informed us that it is a factor, you don't need to put it in the calculator. You just write it equals 0. And this part of the question is done. Next part of the question. Given that f of x is equal to x minus 2 bracket 2x squared plus bx plus c. Find the values of b and c. First, let us write down the question. F of x from part A is equal to this equation given here. This can be solved in two ways. One is by expanding the brackets and one is by long division. I will show you both the ways, and you have to choose the method recommended by your teacher. You know how to expand the bracket, right? We are going to multiply x by each term. So x multiplied by 2x squared will give us 2x cubed. X multiplied by bx will give us bx squared. And x multiplied by c will give us cx. Now we are going to multiply by negative 2. So negative 4x squared, negative 2bx, and negative 2c. Put the like terms together. So we have bx squared and negative 4x squared. And then you have cx with negative 2bx. And the last is negative 2c. We will compare x squared. Compare coefficient of x squared. That means the number which is before x squared. What do we have here? Negative. There's no number there that you can see. It means it's a 1. So negative 1 is equal to, what are the numbers that you have here? B minus 4. So write here B minus 4. Bring the negative 4 to the other side. It will be positive. Therefore, B is equal to 3. Now that you can see from here that your C is alone. It does not have any X. So we can compare constants. Constants are those numbers that are without X. And on the left side, we have negative 16 is equal to negative 2C. Negative 16 divided by negative 2 will give us 8 is equal to C. So your B is 3 and your 8 is C. Now we'll solve it by long division. X minus 2 will be out and inside will be 2x cubed minus x squared plus 2x minus 16. X multiplied by 2x will give us 2x cubed. If you don't understand, the first term here and the first term here, write it on the side. 2x cubed divided by x. When we divide variables, we subtract the powers. So this will give us 3 minus 1, 2, 2x squared. I forgot to put a square here. And then multiply with the next term. Negative 2 multiplied by 2x squared will give you negative 4x square. Please always remember to change your signs. This will get cancelled, and negative 1 plus 4 will give you 3x square. Bring the 2x down. Now again we will see the first term, 3x square divided by x will give us 3x. So we write the 3x on the top. X times 3x is 3x square, and negative 2 times 3x will be negative 6x. Remember to change the signs. 2 plus 6, 8x minus 16. 8x divided by x is 8. So x multiplied by 8 will give us 8x. And negative 2 multiplied by 8 is negative 16. When we change the sign, both the terms will get cancelled. Look at this equation here and look at the answer that we got. What is the number before x here? B. And what is before here? 3. Therefore, b is equal to 3 and 8 is the constant. C is equal to 8. So you can use either of the ways to solve this question. Next question. Given that f of x is equal to 2x cubed plus x squared minus 5x plus c, where c is a constant and that f of 1 is equal to 0, find the value of c. To find the value of c, first we have to find f of 1, substitute all the x with 1. And again remember to put a bracket. Make this equal to 0. The reason it is equal to 0 is that it is a factor. Put this in the calculator and you will get negative 2 plus c is equal to 0. When we bring the negative 2 to the other side, it will be positive 2. So c is equal to 2. Part B, factorize f of x completely. First, we are going to replace the c with 2. And f of 1 equals 0, it means that 1 is a factor of this equation that has been given to us. We have to change the sign, x minus 1. And by doing long division, we'll be able to factorize this completely. X multiplied by 2x square will give us 2x cubed. Again, if you don't understand, write the first term here. And what will you get? The x powers we are going to subtract. 3 minus 1, 2. And the negative 1 multiplied by 2x square will give us negative 2x square. We change the sign. Plus 1 plus 2 will give us 3x square minus 5x. Now to get 3x square, we are going to multiply x by 3x. And then negative 1 multiplied by 3x will give us negative 3x. Change the signs. The first term has to always be cancelled. Negative 5 plus 3, negative 2x. If you get confused, put in the calculator the numbers, but we always use the new sign that we get, not the previous one. And then bring down plus 2. You have negative 2x as your first term and divide by x. What will you get? Negative 2. So x multiplied by negative 2 is negative 2x, and negative 1 multiplied by negative 2 is positive 2. Change the signs, both the terms get cancelled, 0. After this, rewrite the question, 2x cubed plus x square minus 5x plus 2. We always write in the form divisor multiplied by the quotient plus remainder. In this case, the remainder is 0, so we don't write it. And divisor is the number with which we divide, which is x minus 1, and quotient is this part. Now we have to factorize this. It's a quadratic equation. You can use any method you know how to factorize and which your teacher wants you to do. You can use the calculator directly, and when you use the calculator, you will get x is equal to -2 and x is equal to half. The -2, when we bring here, it will become +2, and first multiply this 2 with x, so it will be 2x, and then the 1 you bring to the other side, it will be -1. So 2x minus 1. Therefore, the factors are x minus 1, x minus 2, and 2x minus 1. If you know how to factorize, you can factorize directly. You can also use the quadratic formula to factorize this. If in the question we have been asked to solve for x, or if f of x is equal to 0, so we need to do one more step. We are going to write the factors that we got. X minus 1, make it equal to 0. X minus 2, make it equal to 0. And 2x minus 1, make it equal to 0. So you will get x is equal to 1, x is equal to 2, and x is equal to half. So you do this step only if they say solve for x or if f of x is equal to 0. Part C, find the remainder when f of x is divided by 2x minus 3. So what value of x are we going to use? We write 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, 2x is equal to 3, x is equal to 3 divided by 2. So we are going to use f of 3 over 2. Wherever there is x, we'll substitute 3 over 2. Put brackets properly. Minus 5 bracket 3 over 2 plus 2. Put the whole equation in the calculator and you will get 7 over 2. This brings us to the end of this video. I hope you have understood the topic. If you need any clarification, mention in the comment section. I'll try to help you out. Kindly subscribe to my channel, like the video and share it with your friends.